to the C47 podcast, Edgar Allan Poe edition. Today, we're gonna be reviewing Annabelle Comes Home.
Why are the lights off?
Hrag, no, don't.
Take those off.
Well, no.
Welcome everybody to the C47 podcast. My name is Hrag
Charbel.
Weirdo as usual. Anyway, today we will be talking about Annabelle.
Yeah. Comes home. Okay, so.
This movie sucks! This movie goddamn sucks. Jesus. I wish there was something good about to say about this film.
I had a few things that are worth saying about it in a way, but in a way it disappointed me big time because I watched the previous Annabelle films, and tell you what, you have more screen time for Annabelle in the previous ones, and more Conjuring time in Annabelle Comes Home.
Look, I'm gonna say something from right now. I haven't seen the previous films. I just went in, just wanted to watch the movie,
Yeah.
and just went like, okay, I just want to watch a scary movie. And
You know, it wasn't. It was more of a comedy.
it was goddamn hilarious
I
to
guess
me.
maybe it's also because of the people that were sitting around us.
Well,
and
yeah,
some
there was one guy that just screamed just
Yeah.
because a box closed.
It wasn't really what we expected. It wasn't at all what I was expecting because, like, I read a lot about it, and I was hoping, like, for the actual Annabelle origin story where actually she was gifted to someone, and they start seeing some paranormal activities happening. So the Warrens come over so they can, like, see what's happening and they resolve the issue. But thing is, we only see like a fracture of that in the beginning, like approximately 20 seconds.
Yep.
They take the doll, they go like, oh, we'll take it off your hands, and that's about it.
As a story progression, it's okay. Not really much progression, if you ask me.
You know, if at one point, and I feel like it's more like a tribute. They were trying to make it like a tribute to the Warrens because, like, in April, like Lorraine Warren, which is the wife of Ed, passed away.
Oh.
So now the both of them have passed.
Oh,
So I
okay.
felt more like they were trying to tell a story of the Warrens than they were trying to tell the story of Annabelle, which was the disappointment here. If you wanted to do an Annabelle story, you're gonna have to focus on Annabelle, which you didn't.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm just so perplexed as I'm just trying to find something good to say.
Yeah.
It just, oh my goodness, it just sucked. This movie did one thing wrong, which is the one thing that horror movies should always get right. But it did it wrong.
Which was?
It was
Okay.
predictable.
Yes.
I don't watch horror movies much, but the fact that a guy that doesn't watch horror movies much can predict what a horror movie is about to do,
Yeah.
that's just sad, man.
For me, it was the first time I see, like, everyone in the cinema, I don't know if you realized, were predicting what's about to happen. And
Yeah.
at the same time, directors were working in a way like, we know you're gonna predict that, so we're gonna unpredict it, and then either way they predict that.
Yeah. Okay, it's like basically saying, and it's like, here's the punchline of the joke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a tiny punchline right before that main punchline, which is actually, that tiny punchline is gonna be funnier.
Yeah.
But the main punchline, I'm still gonna give it to you anyway.
You always see these horror scenes where people are like slamming on doors, and you go like, suddenly, don't turn around, don't open the door, something's gonna be there, and she opens, there's nothing there, but something either way happens.
Yeah.
That you still expect that's gonna happen.
Yeah, like that one scare where the blonde girl goes in to pick up Annabelle and she sees, like, you know, with the coins,
Yeah.
she's holding it. And like, we just stay on that one shot for an hour,
Although
and
you
we
know that-
know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're just expecting it, and then suddenly, it happens.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-fucking do.
One thing this movie did excel in, that every modern horror movie has, they had the perfect stupid character, which avoids all warnings, goes in, opens up like the door to Annabelle, and breaks all hell loose.
It's like, seriously, can't you read a sign?
That's why I say
King.
to Daniela, the character, bravo.
Bravo. It's just, you're the most stereotypical ditz of an American girl I've ever seen.
Exactly.
The only thing that they got wrong with that one character is to avoid stereotypes.
Yeah.
She ain't blonde. And that's it. Thank you. She was the Daphne of the series, of this episode.
And the blonde character was good.
Oh no, she was nice.
Yeah.
The actress was good. Okay, there's one thing I have to admit. I found something nice to say. The actors were pretty good.
Yeah, they were. They were very, very good. And every character, especially the young one that was playing Judy, the daughter of Ed and Lorraine, she was really good. And her character was really nice. It was a very strong character, so I liked that.
Yeah.
Like she knew what she needs to do. And at some point in the film, she acts like a child.
Yeah.
Which, like, not in a bad way. Like, no, she acts her age.
Yes, that's so important. But meanwhile, she acts so mature at the same time.
Yes.
Knowing by the fact that what her parents do and everything is going on, she acts very mature.
And I think they depict that really well, like in their actual lives. Like, she's accepting of the fact that, okay, my parents are demonologists, so I can't do crap about that. All that I can do is actually be supportive and understanding. And that's what you see throughout the full film towards her parents, which actually, this was my good thing.
Yeah.
Like, it has some really good values that most coming of age films don't have. One piss off I had, one huge piss off.
Yeah.
Bob got balls. The thing is that character had no necessities
To exist.
Like, yeah,
I
like
really-
everyone's going crazy. Everyone's like trying to solve this shit, and then it ends. But no, they solved this shit, and he still got the balls to go like, "Would you go with me to the prom?" Bitch, you almost got killed by a hellhound.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing I really do not understand. If like all of this went down, no one would return to that house.
But they did.
But they did for the birthday of the girl. How nice. And they're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
And
like,
they're fine. No post-traumatic stress. No nothing.
like, okay, we understand. Like the Lorraine, the Warrens had a very difficult lifestyle. No, I wouldn't expect anyone to want to respect them. Like if you even read any of the articles written about them, mostly it's people going, everything that the Warrens did is a hoax.
Yeah.
So can you imagine like their life for other people is a hoax? But even though as directors you're trying to like show us a way more softened blow version of the Warren's life, you can't do much. Like it's difficult. I bet you if these characters existed, which I doubt they did, I bet you they'd come back the very next day to a birthday, especially Daniela, the one that released hell.
Yeah.
Although it's a very good thing that they showed like really decent like morals of the like
Yeah.
Warrens, but I don't know how true that would have been because
Yeah.
she would have fucked their house big time.
Yeah. Okay. There's two more things I have to complain about. First off, I want to complain about that one spirit or demon or whatever the hell it is. It had such an amazing introduction.
Who, Samurai Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The you know, the shonen jump guy, okay? the great samurai, he just had the best introduction to a demon I've ever seen, because the closer you get, the more you
Yeah.
can hear them, the more
Yeah.
people he's killed. You can imagine all of it.
And all you
And
get from him is a scream.
Yeah, that's it. That's just sad. That's just god awfully sad. You could have done so much.
And like the characters with the coins, some shots, I thought you told me like you liked one of the shots when it was dark and there were the coins and then they fell midair.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
That was nice.
And I wish there was more to these characters, which there
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh
Like
my
the
goodness.
character we didn't want anything to do with was the bride, and she goes stabbing people.
And then she never shows up again?
Like, okay, we understand. If you've seen like the previous ones, you would know this. But okay, most probably most of viewers have seen the previous Annabelles. We understand that this is not like possessed by the soul of a girl called Annabelle. It's possessed by a demon. We understand demons can do stuff, but we didn't get much watch time from the doll. In the first one, it's all doll. And it's all creepy to a point where the mom takes up the doll, hits it on like the baby carriage. She hits the head on the baby carriage, throws the doll to realize it's her baby. But the doll was playing mind tricks on it. So that was a fucking mind twist. And the second one, the doll is everywhere.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, she hits the doll repeatedly. She throws it away, and then she sees it's the body of her baby. But the demon was playing tricks on it so that it can sacrifice its soul.
What the fuck?
In the second movie, they still tell you the demon wants his soul.
No, that's something. That's fucking horror.
I stayed for 2 fucking minutes going like, and stopped the film because of the first one. Like it has...
No, that's horror. That's horror. Not some chick. This is...
Yeah. Thing
What
is,
the fuck?
if you have seen films like Rosemary's Baby,
Yeah.
you'd know what I'm talking about in an Annabelle film. And now we have this third one, and there is nothing that had to do with the doll. The doll that frightens Lorraine to fuck. If you've watched one of her videos on YouTube, she says, I can't look at the doll. And there is the doll, and we only see its power. We don't see any of what the doll is.
There's one more thing I want to complain about, and that is the lighting.
Exactly.
But for Christ's sake, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
In the cinemas, I can't see what's going on. Why?
Like if you
What's
wanna,
the point of giving me a horrific thing? I'm not afraid of the dark.
Like the thing
Like
is, if you've seen classic horror movies, you would actually get scared of the dark if you're a person that actually loves sleeping in the dark.
Yeah.
And you'd want to turn on the lights after that. Like if you watched movies like The Exorcist, there's the good sort of darkness with great and magnificent lighting. Like in this last scene of The Exorcism, there's this radiant blue light in a full pitch black room at one point, yet you see everything. And it scares you to fuck. This is when you look actually at the bed and wonder, will I sleep on my bed tonight? Or will I float and be possessed?
Yeah.
Or when you watch something like Alien,
Oh.
and you go like, should I go through this fucking corridor or not? Yet in this movie, you're not even scared. It's just too fucking dark.
Okay, the type of horror that I usually like is like The Thing 1987.
Yes.
You know, that's horror to me because I can fully see the monster, and I just can't tell what it is.
Yes.
It's purely unknown, and that is what scares people.
I give this movie a 3.5.
I'll give this movie a 1. Fuck this movie.